Hello everyone, today I'm going to be telling you about year-round schooling and a good idea. First off, it's expensive. It takes a lot of money to get the startup costs needed to get the district to approve the transition and everything. Also, all schools are required to have air conditioning and heating if they're going to be going in the summer, which not all schools have air conditioning since they don't typically go very far in the summer. It doesn't have a chance to get as hot. So many schools would have to add air conditioning and or revamp it because a lot of times they don't work. Many schools are also forced to offer childcare during the breaks. Because there's so many breaks, it's hard for parents to find childcare, and they'll have to pay the people watching the children. So it's an extra expense that most of the time schools that go on a regular schedule would not have to deal with. Summer break is also condensed down to 1 month, which a lot of the time leaves little opportunity for kids to actually relax and have fun. They lose out on a lot of opportunities that most kids are able to do during the summer. One of the biggest ones is things like camps for either sports or like church camps, summer camps. Because it's such a condensed amount of time, many of those things that have set dates that you don't really get to pick, students oftentimes miss out on. And their summer break is not very long, so it does not leave much time for the kids to regroup, neither the teachers. The teachers spend most of their time getting ready for the next school year since it is only a month long. They don't really get the time to stop and enjoy themselves and get the break they really truly deserve. It also affects extracurricular activities. Less time for students to have extracurricular activities in the summer. It kind of connects back to the whole camps and activities like that thing. The kids are not able to do summer sports, and if they are, they typically would be through the school, so that way there's no conflicts of interest or scheduling. It affects family time a lot. It can be very stressful on the families who have kids attending year-round schooling. One of the biggest ones is not all schools in a district are year-round typically. So if you have one kid that's year-round and one kid not, it becomes very hard to schedule pretty much anything, especially vacations and everything, because their breaks are almost always different except for the set like Christmas, Thanksgiving breaks that all schools get off. Parents also really struggle to find childcare for their children because there's so many breaks and everything. It's hard to find people who are available like so often. It also makes planning vacations hard during the summer, when that's a lot of the times where families have time off and they can all get together because none of the children have schooling in the family, so everyone can get together. That's not the case when you have year-round students. A lot of times they'll have to miss school to go on these vacations that all the rest of their family can go on without having to miss school. A lot of students complain that it gives them the feeling of having no routine. Routine is very important for students in their learning, and just mentally it helps them. They refer to it as a stop and go routine. It's like they just get into a set routine, everything's going good, and then they have a week off, and it ruins their entire routine, and then they have to fight to try to get back into the routine. Parents have discussed feeling the same thing as well. It's hard for them to get a routine with work and the odd schooling schedule that their children have, especially if they don't have all year-round students. There's many consequences of year-round schooling that are oftentimes not discussed, which I have previously mentioned. The choice to make year-round schools is not only hurtful for students and staff, but is extremely stressful on the parents and families of the people working and going to school at these year-round schools. Talk to your teachers today, talk to your PTA today, get them on your side and try to prevent your school from going year-round, and let kids be kids and enjoy their time without having to worry about stop and go routines. Thank you for listening.